Good morning and welcome to Sunday. This weekend has flown. I'm not ready for Monday. Don't make me. Okay, guys. So today we're on a different chakra. Exciting times. We are tackling our crown chakra, Sahasrara. This is meaning thousandfold. Okay, so if you have a look here, you'll see the petals here. There are loads of petals on this lotus. Okay, it is the top of our head. It's our seventh chakra, where we receive divine guidance from source and connection to divinity. It houses our devotion, our faith, all of that sits there. Okay, its shadow side is attachment. We have mentioned this. But our crown chakra is really all about faith and the belief, understanding that we move up from the third chakra, which is about seeing the bigger picture, seeing what actually can't be seen, seeing things that are not necessarily physical, but understanding that there's a third side. Okay, right. So we're onto our crown chakra, and the card today. Now, before we see this card, because I've just had a look at it, don't panic. Just don't panic. All right, despondence. Okay, so I get the feeling that there are a lot of people out there that after all of this period of stuff, I don't really want to go too much into all the nasty weather stuff, but a lot of people, in fact, to be honest, a little while ago, I was feeling like this, a little bit despondent, where you kind of feel like you've worked so hard, you've done so much, nothing seems to be working. We're tired. I think that's, as a collective, that's actually just the truth. I think emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, we're just exhausted. And the planets are not slowing down to kind of give us a break. Obviously, they just keep going. They just keep going. So we keep on having retrogrades and this and that and these eclipses, and we need to do this and we need to fix that, and we're just being pushed continuously. So this card very much is actually the reading, the energy of the reading that I'm getting is very much about don't give up, we're almost there. Okay, so this card is just an identifier for how we're feeling as a collective, but the message actually going out today is don't give up, you are almost there. Oh God. So when I asked Kelso, when I start, I do like a little meditation before I start the reading, and then I connect with Kelso and we start doing the work, right? Well, he was incredibly verbose with the one pack. So I've asked us what we needed to do, and we have so much stuff here. Okay, right. Oracle. I love this card in this pack. Oracle. Okay, can you see there? Right, it says here, wait for important information. Okay, so this is for those of you who are waiting to make a decision or are feeling stagnant in a situation. You feel like you can't move forward. There's something you feel like is blocking you. Please understand that when we are being blocked by spirit, and I do mean this, there is a reason for it. It is a protection. It doesn't feel like it at the time. It never ever does. But there is a protection in this. Okay, so wait for important information. Information is coming. I know a lot of you have had in the different astro guides and that I've done have had that answers are coming. Okay, so just bear that in mind, please. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Shaolin Master. I love this card as well. It's beautiful. Be graceful in movement and action. Okay. So mind how you are portraying yourself to the world. Mind how you are interacting with people. Understanding that coming from a place of kindness and compassion and grace always gets us further. Okay. Especially with ourselves. If you think back to all the times you've been unkind to yourself, how often has it worked out well for you? If it's not working out well for you, then change your narrative there, because it's not going to work well for you. That's like the definition of insanity being doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. You need to actually start being kind to yourself and to actually walk through life more gently, okay, for yourself more than anything. So interesting mix here. So we've got waiting for information, but in the meantime, deal with grace. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. I don't think I've ever pulled this card before. Mirror Guardian. Well, not in a public reading. Here we go. Take time to reflect. Okay. I know. I've said it a million times. I'm going to trademark it. Guys, spend time in meditation. It is vitally important, whatever meditation means to you. For those that are new to the channel and who haven't seen these readings before, I do not meditate conventionally. I go outside, I sit on my grass, and I look at the sunset, and I've got a little bird bath with a Buddha and some rose quartz in it, and I sit in front of that, and my beautiful fluff Delilah comes and sits next to me, and I sit and I watch the sunset, and I'm present. Guys, please understand that the core purpose of meditation is to bring you into the present. That's what it's for. Okay, so if you can find a way to do that that's not conventional and you're not sitting there like some hot chick on a beach with mudras going and all sorts of things, then do it. Whatever works for you. But take this time to reflect. Also, bearing in mind, we're in Mercury retrograde. Retrogrades are all about reflection. It's all about looking at what needs to change, looking at what needs to be let go of. So it's a very, very, very important time for that. Okay, right. Shapeshifter. We had this card a couple of days ago. Transform and unveil your gifts. Okay, so I think that a lot of people are kind of feeling stuck where they're at in their lives just generally. So what I mean by that is they feel like they are wanting to level up, because that is the energy at the moment. We're all wanting to level up and to be better and to do better and to expand, but we're not quite sure how to do that. Okay, and this is very much saying, if we are, well, first of all, there's information that you need still, that's still coming. If you are taking time to reflect, okay, this information that you need here, teaching you how to unveil your gifts, will be revealed to you. The key will be that when that information arrives, that's gracefulness, when that information arrives, you then need to take action and actually do it. You need to step into whatever it is that's coming towards you. Okay, very, very important. We all say surrender and all of that, and people get this very wrong. Just because we're saying surrender doesn't mean that you don't need to do anything. That's not the case at all. When you surrender, you're allowing spirit to move in and fill in the gaps, but you still have to do the physical stuff on the earthly plane. All right. So please, guys, this is a beautiful card. Start the transformation process. Okay, your time for reflection will also not only give you the information that you need, but it also shows you what you need to release. Okay, and I know I'm not being funny. I've been watching so many readers lately. I've actually been scouting out for new decks and things like that to try and diversify stuff, and everybody is saying release, release, release. So I promise you, it's not just me. I promise you. Okay, just so we're all clear. Your last bit of advice here is, this is gorgeous. Spring. Okay, the hair. Okay, the hair is taken from is associated with the Germanic goddess Austere, who came to the whole Easter thing that the Christians adapted to Easter with eggs and things like that. But it's about fertility. And the spring card here, see your seeds grow. Okay, this is the hope card, guys. This is saying, we see you working, we see you putting in the effort, we see that you're doing all of this over here. Oh God, sorry. Malfunctions. Told you I'm definitely not ready for Monday. I need like a 7-day weekend. Okay, we're seeing you doing all of this. So you're acting with grace. You are waiting for the information. Okay, you're taking time to reflect. You're using the gifts. You're unveiling your gifts. You're stepping out into your power, into the world. You've planted the seeds. Just be patient. Things take time to grow. Any gardener will tell you that. I have got zero patience when planting seeds, which is why I normally buy seedlings, because I want instant gratification in my garden. I don't want to be sitting there for 5 weeks and then you get this little thing that looks like this and it's so cute, and then you're like, it takes another 3 months to bear like a flower. I told you, no patience. So they are just acknowledging that your seeds have been planted. Now is the time to watch them grow. Just take a deep breath. Okay. Then I asked what the final outcome was. Okay. And the first card that came up was South Node. Now, your South Node has to do with karma, okay? And it says here, don't let your past hold you back. So for me, this is very much saying that if you're going to abide by all of this here, especially these two here, taking time to reflect and waiting for information. All right, let me just put this card down, sorry. What's going to happen is you're going to start walking away from what no longer serves you. This is the outcome. It's about moving out of that, about changing, transforming, all right, changing so that your past is left behind. It's not there anymore. You don't have to worry about it. You're not carrying the old baggage that no longer serves you, all right? And then the next card that came up was a blue moon, right? And it says they believe in the impossible. For me, that's indicating that as an outcome, that once you've let go of your past, everything that you thought was impossible will start coming to life. And I need to say this on a personal note. I know you don't really need to know about my life, but this week, just so that you understand that this does actually happen, I've been releasing a lot of old energy, physically, mentally, and emotionally from my marriage. Not because of anything funny, but because I felt like it was time, and I actually didn't realize I still had half of the stuff that needed to go. Okay. And I swear to God, since that's happened, it was just like, it wasn't even necessarily a conscious thing, just as much as I found documents that needed to be destroyed, getting rid of like old pieces of furniture and stuff that I didn't want anymore. I just felt they weren't really great in my space anymore. With all of that happening, I swear to God, this week I have literally had miracles. Things that I could not possibly have foreseen happening have happened this week, and not a word of a lie. So all I'm going to say to you guys is just please, there is hope coming. Don't card malfunctions again, sorry, please bear with me. Don't be despondent. I know that we all at that stage, we're tired. It's been a long haul, but hope is here. Your seeds have been planted. It's just about waiting for them to grow. Okay, just give it a little bit of time. Okay, so your mantra for today, guys. I nearly didn't show you. Yeah, I'm only one part of a very large reality. Okay, I am only one part of a very, very large reality. Now, why is that important? Because that tells us that at the end of the day, there are things out there that we cannot even conceive of, like at all. Things will happen that you just cannot even conceive of. Things far greater than our wildest imaginings. All right, so it's just this little reminder for you. So your mantra, I am only one part of a very large reality. Right. And if we are wanting to connect with our seed sound, beautiful, beautiful energy for our seed sound for our crown chakra, it's Om. So my suggestion is, if you're wanting to connect in with it, it's really nice. YouTube have got some incredible, incredible Om chantings and things like that. And very often when I want to clear space in my house, I actually play the Om chanting. I just let it run. I think there's one that goes for about 2 hours. And I just play it for as long as I want, and it clears the space, and I'm surrounded by this beautiful energy in my house. Okay. So have a spectacular Sunday. I am going to be doing your spirit guide reading in a bit. I've just got 1 or 2 things to do. And while it's still quiet outside and not like hysterical, I will sit down and do your spirit guide reading. But I will see you a bit later. Have a beautiful, beautiful morning so far, and I will touch base with you. Big, big loves.